Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday, October 22nd, and I'm early this morning. I got here around 6:30. I wanted to get some things printed out for the kiddos. Because like I said yesterday, I'm leaving at 9. I'll be back around 11:30ish. So they will be at recess at that time, and then at 11:45, they go to lunch. So I won't miss too much of class time, because when I leave at 9, they go to special area at 10:30. So then after the special area, they go to recess, and then after they go to recess, they go to lunch. So that works out perfectly. So I won't miss too much, and I won't have to leave like a lot for the sub. Hopefully my sub is my para. I'm hoping that's who my sub is, but I left lots of busy work for them. So, because I have some that are some early finishers, like, what's next, and I can have it on the board. I can have it right on the board, what's next. I even have an early finishers bin, and they still won't come and they'll say, Miss Morty, I'm done. Like, they're speeding through everything just to say they're done. So it's like, okay, let's see how quick you get done today, because I'm going to make sure they have plenty of busy work and not just computer busy work. I did print out something like stretch a sentence, so they'll have about 15 of those, and that's only to help them build up their sentence writing skills and lead up into paragraph writing, leads up into some great essays. So I really want them to do well on that. And also, guys, like, we have social studies this year, and the social studies is McGraw-Hill. If you have McGraw-Hill social studies, leave me a comment below, and like, what do you supplement it with? Like, we could supplement it with Kahoot, but we don't have a Kahoot subscription. So I'm thinking that I probably maybe might get a Kahoot subscription, because it works well with it. But also I found some good stuff on Twinkle, and I do have a subscription with Twinkle, and they do have the Florida standards. So they have some good stuff on there, like worksheets and comprehension packets. So, and I also, yesterday, I made my own vocabulary test and just like a regular like quiz. I went through the passages. I went through the textbook, and so I just made up my own questions. So, and that's right in the book. The answers are right in the book. So like, for one, I say, in your own words, what does it mean to control something? So that was one of the questions in the book, and we did go over it. So I just want to see if they're gonna remember and write the correct answer in there. Then I say, what do you think can lead to changes in control? Because we're talking about what caused changes in control of early Florida. So that's what the social studies lesson is, chapter 2. And then I went and said, when was the Treaty of Paris of 1763 signed? Who did the British return to the Spanish in exchange for Florida? When was the Seminole Constitution approved? So this is just like a little quiz, open book quiz. Just make sure they know how to go back and find answers. And but what I want them to do is, when they answer these, so like when I said, when was the Treaty of Paris of 1763 signed? I want them to say, the Treaty of Paris of 1763 was signed, blah, 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 blah. Like, I want them to restate part of the question, because that is part of essay writing. Like, when you have a question, you restate part of the question, and I want them to get used to doing that. So I did that. And like I said, I just made some vocabulary for them. So I have this, I go to this app called the Spelling Worksheet Maker. But the great thing about the Spelling Worksheet Maker is it can make, like, it does matching definitions, it does crossword puzzles, and it don't always have to be your spelling words, right? So I use my social studies words, and I made a matching definition. So I made a vocabulary quiz, and now I'm finna go back and use these same words, and and make a crossword puzzle. So that's a good app. I really like that. It's called the Spelling Worksheet Maker, but you can use it for vocabulary words as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. It is now 7:02. The kiddos will be here at 7:15 on the dot. Honey, they be here at 7:15 on the dot. So I'm just gonna finish stapling their packets because I did get a lot of printing done. That's the good thing about getting here early too, is like I'm able to print what I need to print and not, you know, be in nobody else's way or nobody be in my way. And yeah, so I will chat with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so I'm back from my meeting or my interview. It went really well. The committee makes you feel real comfortable. So it's about 6 people asking you questions. They all ask you one question apiece. And again, they just make you feel really comfortable. It wasn't like an interrogation. Like I was nervous. Like I was nervous at first because I was like, I don't feel like being bombarded with a bunch of questions. But they basically ask you the same stuff that questions that you had answered on your packet. So if you didn't lie on your packet, then you can answer questions of problem. But anyway, so and they even actually like elaborate a little bit more because, you know, the packet you had a limit of how many words. So if you want to add something that you didn't get to add in the packet, you were able to do that as well. Yeah, it went really good. So I'm glad that part is over. Now the fun part where we get to just go to the dinner, we dress up. You can bring one person, of course I'm bringing my husband. And we gotta get all dressed up and jazz it up, have a nice dinner with fellow teachers and co-workers, and they will announce who is the district teacher of the year and who is the district like non-instructional school related employee of the year or something like that. So yeah, I can breathe again. So my kiddos are at lunch. I am putting together the rest of those packets that I printed out this morning because I found some really good packets for social studies. This week is about Native Americans and the British colony, Native Americans and the Revolutionary War as well. So I found some nice cold read passages to go along to supplement the chapter and to supplement the standard. And it also benefits them because, like I say, it's a cold read, and cold reads is great to practice cold reads. And they did ask me a question about like something that I want to work on more this year, and I said cold reads. Definitely cold reads, because the cold reads that are on Wonders, they're called PMAs, the Progress Monitoring Assessments. The kids have a tendency to fail those a lot. They fail them, and I say, you know what, if we read those cold reads and then we try to answer those questions ourselves, then we can see where the kids are coming from. Because what I've noticed is it's not just about the cold read, not just a story about the cold read, but like whatever's in that lesson. So in Wonders, if we did figurative language and the figurative language is hyperboles, they ask questions about hyperboles. If we were doing synonyms and antonyms, they had some words in there like give me the synonym for this word, or give me 2 synonyms or antonyms or whatever. Like, so you really have to go through the whole lesson. And I'm not talking about like, because Wonders can be very tedious, very, very tedious. But I've learned how to go through it and pick out what we need. Leave the fluff and pick out what we need to be successful on our PMAs. So yeah, that's what I've done, and that's what something I really like to work on. I like to work on why are we struggling with cold reads? What's the problem? Why are we struggling with these? Like, we need to figure it out. Like, solve this problem and move on to the next. So yeah, that's what I would like to see. I would like to see us flourishing through cold reads. Do your kiddos struggle with cold reads as well? Let me know in the comments. God, I'm so tall and twisted right now. If your students struggle with cold reads, let me know in the comment section below. Good morning and happy Friday. So yes, today is Friday, October the 25th. And it's gonna be a short day today. First, it's Red Ribbon Week, but it's homecoming week as well for us. So the kiddos will be dismissed at 1:45. Like everybody, all the kiddos will be gone at 1:45. Going, getting on their buses and walking and car riding and getting up out of here. So I'm not sure what time the parade starts because we have a parade. I'm not sure what time it starts. And then, like I told you guys before, I'm in the parade. Me and my parent are in the parade. And guys, look at this poster. This is what our poster is gonna look like. That's on the little, like it says. So like the big poster looks so good. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. But yeah, that's what's going on today. I came in here, I got here about 6:22 because yesterday I had to leave early and I was rushing the kids to get out, and honey, my classroom is a mess. Like my classroom, I left it a mess. My desk, I didn't clean my desk off before I left. I had to get up out of here. So I'm here early. It is now 6:40. So like I said, I'm just in here cleaning before the kids get in here. And when they get in here, since we have a short day today, I'm gonna get all of our little tests out the way, like our spelling test and vocabulary test. It don't take them no time to do that. Some of them are working on their topic 3 math. And it's not the assessment, it's topics 1 through 3 the cumulative assessment. So the cumulative will be going over the math that we had in topic 1, 2, and 3, which we started out place value. It went from place value to rounding, comparing, greater than, less than, equal to, and multiplication. They're doing like 2-digit by 1 digit, 3-digit by 1 digit. And I told you, like, some of my kids were really, really struggling with that. So I've been putting them in small groups, and me and my para work with them in small groups to see where they're at, what they're struggling with, what part they're struggling with. And for the most part, they're catching on to it. Some of them are having problems when it's time to carry. So like if they got 216 times 4, so when they put the 24, she's dropping the 2 and carrying the 4 instead of dropping the 4 and carrying the 2. So those are kind of issues we were having. And then even with the rounding, like I am so flabbergasted of what's the problem with the rounding, because we know place value starts from right to left, and the number to the right is going to tell the number to the left what to do. 4 or less, let it rest. That means it's just going to stay the number that it is. 5 or more, raise the score to go to the next number. I even did personal anchor charts, and some of them are still really struggling with that. And I'm like, guys, you got to take that mental block out. You got to take, it's a mental block. That's what it is, because I'm not sure, like, what's the problem? Why are we not being able to round, especially with the anchor chart? Especially with the anchor chart right there in your hands, telling you step by step, pointing to what you need to do. So I'm going to be working with some kiddos with that. I'm working with my MTSS. Going to do that every day, daily, because I want to get them to a point where they can come off of it. They can probably go from an MTSS to a 504 where they get like an extra time. But if you have a child on MTSS because they're struggling in a certain standard or category, my ultimate goal is to get them off of that. So I have one that's struggling with phonics. So we have a phonics book that we've been going through, and we are working phonics every day, and not just phonics, but fluency as well. So yeah, that's what we got going. I created ELA journals, math journals, social studies, and science. So those journals actually have anchor charts in them. They can take notes in those journals. They write their vocabulary words, whatever. Like, that's their journal for them to have everything they need to be successful when they are doing their daily assignments. So yeah, let me go ahead and clean up because listen, 7:15 will be here before you know it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up, and I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. So we are at the parade, and my parent is with me. She's the fourth grade parent, but I call her my parent. So we are in the parade. We're waiting to go. It's hot out here too. So yeah, I just want to show you guys a little bit. Maybe we can get a little bit of the parade. Probably not because there's a lot of kids in it. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.